All right, a couple of last cartilage pieces here. I want you to look at the cricoid. It's on your left-hand side. There will be one and then two small triangles above it. See, one and then two. One and then two. One and then two. One and then two. The bigger triangle is called the arytenoid cartilage. Arytenoid. The smaller one above it, which crowns it, is the corniculate. I don't know. Crown and corniculate just kind of look, and I can remember it that way, all right? So the corniculate crowns the arytenoid. And then the cricoid is at the very bottom. So you have cricoid, arytenoid, corniculate. The corniculate is a little tiny triangle. Cricoid, arytenoid, and then you would have corniculate above. All right? Okay. Let's open this thing up like that. Y'all remember, have we done that yet? Oh, no. Have y'all run across in y'all's pre-lab the vestibule, the nasal vestibule? A vestibule is like the area where you first enter a building. Have you ever heard of the term foyer maybe before? Think of it kind of like that. It's the entryway. So remember how I told you the glottis is like a circular ring-like opening? Once you pass the glottis, you're in the laryngeal vestibule. The vestibule is like this little receiving area, all right? So see how there's a little space created? If you put it together, you can kind of really see it. You have to look down in there. So see how space is created? That space is the laryngeal vestibule. It's literally like the first area you enter when you move past the glottis. So I'll use my hands. The glottis is a ring. It doesn't have depth up and down. You go past the door or the ring, you're in the vestibule, which is more of a spacious, like, region, so to speak. So, like, all of this little area here, all of that is laryngeal vestibule, okay? Now, right here, this bulge at the bottom of that laryngeal vestibule, that is one of the vocal cords. This is the false vocal cord. Sometimes also called the vestibular fold, or it also has or the ventricular fold. It has a bunch of different names. But I say false vocal cord. It doesn't produce sound. What it instead does is it allows you to hold your breath. That's what those are used for. Next up, you'll run into the laryngeal ventricle. See this dip below the false vocal cord where I put the tip of the pointer? That's the ventricle, laryngeal ventricle. So it goes vestibule, false vocal cord, laryngeal ventricle. And then the white strip of paint here, that's actually going to be the true vocal cord or the vocal fold. This is the vocal cord that vibrates to give you your voice or allow you to make sound. See how it's got a little white strip of paint there? That's the true vocal cord. Vestibule, false vocal cord, ventricle, true vocal cord. And then you have the infraglottic cavity, I think. Is that on y'all's structures list? Y'all checking? I know y'all following. I see y'all with it. Yeah. Infraglottic cavity. Infra means below. This is the infraglottic cavity right in here. See how it's below that true vocal cord? So that's infraglottic cavity down here. Infra for below. So infraglottic cavity is here. All right, so that kind of wraps that part that I want